They're talking about a revolution. Well, you know, you don't have a snowflake's chance in hell. November 4th. November 4th. November 4th. I don't think they're going to wait for November 4th. As a matter of fact, I don't think it has a thing to do with November 4th. I think they're starting their garbage right now. After what we saw last night in Vegas, I don't think they're waiting for anything. I really don't. I'm really worried about what's going on here. And I think it's kind of odd that they picked the date of November 4th. Because if you look at the movie that is basically the progenitor of the Guy Fawkes mask, that everybody who protests uses, sometimes it's has nothing to do with Antifa, but these are also masked people. I personally don't have anything against anybody who is trying to out corruption in the government. So if you're a hacker and you're wearing the mask and you're trying to inform people, I don't have an issue with that. If you're a protester going out there and beating people up or shooting people in mass amounts, I have an issue. And the poem goes, remember the 5th of November, remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. So, here we are on the 2nd of October, and we are dealing with a mass shooting, the biggest mass shooting by an individual, supposedly individual shooter, even though there are 2 windows broken out of that building, and it is no reflection. Somebody made a suggestion that it was a reflection in the photo, but the 2 shapes that are broken out of the windows are completely different shapes, and they're on separate sides or faces of the building. There's no way that they're a reflection. So, that being the case, there were 2 openings, 1 guy arrested, well, not arrested, killed for shooting, conveniently shot, being that now he can't testify as to what he was doing. I have heard tell that there was some Antifa-related paperwork and some ISIS-related paperwork or whatever along with him, maybe in his personal effects, and that ISIS has taken, responsibility for it. I don't know about all that. I'm not debating that part of it yet because I don't know enough information, but I do know this. Today, as Alex Jones has said many, many times, go ahead and download our videos and share them to your groups and pages if you need to do it that way. And oftentimes I do, because I like to keep track of how many people actually watch a video when I post it when it is important. And I had full intention of posting this video, which was basically personal camera videos from people during this concert shooting. And I did post the video, and I went to go share it after it had been up for about an hour and already had over 1,000 views on it just from my page alone that I posted it to. And I was blocked from posting to groups. The only groups I had posted it to were my own groups. I posted it originally to Sheepledog's Truth Human Lives Matter page, and then to Sheepledog's Truth Human Lives Matter, or actually just Truth Human Lives Matter group, and Citizen Cyber Militia, 2 groups that I run, that I started. I had not posted it to any other groups at that point in time. I was about to do so. So, this being the situation, I have been blocked until the 8th. Now, I also use Facebook Marketplace to make money during the week. So I cannot answer my customers unless they text me. I cannot post any new merchandise for sale. And I cannot do any kind of group comments or posts or join groups or do anything to maintenance any of my ads in groups until the 8th. Today is the 2nd. And why is this? The posts that I posted that got tagged as spam were posts from Paul Joseph Watson last night about Miley Cyrus and her ignorance, about Steven Seagal, and about how he supports Trump and knows about the shadow government, and one other, another actor, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Same thing. How he knows about what's going on and supports Trump and knows about the shadow government. These particular things that I posted were Infowars links. All of them, including the one that I downloaded and reposted as my own page, which was just basically personal videos from people who had been there at this horrific event, all got tagged as spam. A couple of them multiple times for the same post to the same group. Particularly the fact that they were my groups. It wasn't like I had posted them, like I usually do, to about 65 conservative, Trump-supporting, patriotic groups. I hadn't gotten that far yet. I'm livid today at Facebook because the links that I posted were Infowars links. The 3 that I posted last night, I posted to my page and from my page to my groups. All of them marked as spam. And the one that I uploaded today, also an Infowars video, which Alex says is perfectly fine if we download them and reload them somewhere, just as long as the information gets out there, so there's no copyright garbage that this could be placed on, was also tagged as spam or against community standards. Okay, what are your frigging community standards? That no truthful news be posted on your site? And that people who post truthful news from their own page to their own group will be banned for 7 days, for a week? I'm livid. I am so pissed off at Facebook right now. I think Facebook needs to be just kicked in the nads. And if they're proverbially had nads, if they really had nads, I would kick it for them, because that is taking freedom of speech. That is keeping the people from sharing news. That is keeping the people from being able to show each other what is really freaking going on. That is why Trump won the election, and that is why they're pissed, because the people went out there and spread the information everywhere it needed to be spread for everybody to hear it, for everybody to know what was going on. And they are pissed. These little libtard snowflake I'm trying not to swear. But these people who run these corporations, who are taking a knee in solidarity, these type of people, these actors and actresses, these football players, these people are either paid for shills, they're brainwashed, they don't know what the heck is going on, they have no clue what is really going on in this world, and they do not care to find out. Or if they do care at all, they're scared to death of losing their millions of dollar income, and they are just following out of fear. And I'll tell you right now, I am not following out of fear. But I'll tell you this too. If you come to a venue where I'm at and you start shooting, oh yeah, I'm going to get out of there. But I would make the biggest stink in the world, and I am going to get my concealed carry permit, and I don't care where they say you can't carry. This is America. We have a Second Amendment. We are allowed to protect ourselves. And if it comes to the point where this country needs to be protected by its citizens, then we are going to do it. We are not going to stand there and let these little dweeb, liberal whine asses, little babies with guns, kill us. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of seeing it. I am not a racist. I don't give a hoot what color your skin is, what country you came from, or anything like that. I couldn't care less. What I care about is culturally, are you ignorant and a follower and a sheeple and a believer in the mainstream media's political propaganda brainwashing, or are you informed? Are you moral? Do you care about the country? Do you care about the future of the country? Do you care about the future of your children and your children's children? Because these people don't seem to care about anything but themselves, the money that's going in their pockets, and how people perceive them as being so wonderful because they're a social justice beacon. I am just so sick of this garbage. You know, I was actually fairly liberal most of my early years. I am going to be 46 this week, okay? And I was a liberal in my 20s and my 30s to a point. Never to a point of stupidity. I cared about the planet. I believed their global warming garbage for a little while until I went and worked at the Smithsonian, D.C. and saw the cyclical evidence right in front of me about how the planet has warmed and cooled and warmed and cooled and warmed and cooled. The program that I worked on and studied with this guy who was the scientist in Smithsonian, I was a volunteer in the labs counting little teeny tiny microorganisms in sea core samples, okay? And when it was hot, they grew more. When it was cold, they grew less. And you could see cyclically how the warming and cooling of the planet was. And you could also see where antediluvian meteors hit this planet. Okay? 12,000 plus years ago. 12,600, give or take. And that's what woke me up. And that's what made me start looking into things. That's what made me look into government corruption. And I started out watching or listening to Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell. And then I went on and started paying attention to other things. And I got into the Ron Paul campaign. And I learned more then. And I have been, ever since then, a news hound. And I am not going to lay down. And I'm not going to believe their garbage. And you are not going to brainwash me into believing that the government is wonderful and we need to be in a socialist system. Okay? Socialism only works if you're in a little mini tribe with 100 people and you all communally get together. If socialism becomes governmental, it becomes totalitarian fascism. And there's nothing that you're going to say to me that's going to make me change my mind on that because I have done the research. So you little Antifa fascists, you are the fascists. You politically correct shamers, you're the fascists. Facebook, who takes down news because it's spam, because they don't want conservative news up there, you're the fascists. And we are going to take you down. Maybe we should all go to MeWe. How about that one? I'd be willing to move over to MeWe if the rest of my friends would move to MeWe too. There's got to be a better place than living under fascist rule of Facebook. Facebook may have helped us win this first battle with Trump getting into office, but they're going to lose in the long run. So anyway, take it easy and watch on the 4th of November, and between here and there, be careful. Watch your back.